Hello everybody, my name is Ariana Harrison and this is my presentation on Cry the Beloved Country. About the author, Alan Paton. Alan Paton was born in Pietermaritzburg on January 11, 1903. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree from the University of Natal after attending Maritzburg College. After graduation, he worked at Ixapo High School, where he met his wife, Dory Frances Listed. He served as a principal at Deek Plouffe Reformatory, which was a reformatory school for young African offenders. He volunteered to serve in World War II, but was refused, due to reasons that I don't know. He toured Scandinavia, England, continental Europe, Canada, and the United States after the war was over. He began writing Cry the Beloved Country while he was in Norway. Alan Paton died April 12, 1988. The setting of Cry the Beloved Country. The time period is mid-1940s, just after World War II. The place is Ndotsheni and Johannesburg, South Africa. One of the major characters I decided to focus on is Stephen Khumalo. Stephen Khumalo is a country priest. He is a very good man who is humble and sensitive to the emotions of others. At the beginning of the book, although he is a fairly intelligent individual, he doesn't seem to fully understand the world outside of what he already knows. At the end of the book, he stops worrying about himself and his family as much, and starts working on bigger problems, striving to make Africa a better place. The other major character I decided to focus on was Absalom Khumalo. He is Stephen Khumalo's son. He is young and pretty impressionable, and basically has the innocence of a child. At the beginning of the book, Absalom was young and impressionable, and he displays innocence and guilty integrity by the way he confesses to the accidental murder of Arthur Jarvis instead of blaming it on one of his accomplices. At the end of the book, he gains a bit more maturity and bears the weight of his execution with less fear. One of the other themes I decided to focus on in this book was freedom and imprisonment. This particular theme of Cry the Beloved Country is developed by the metaphorical prison of racism. Racism is a prison that people get stuck in. Africans were sometimes imprisoned or punished unjustly just because of their skin color. However, not only were black people trapped in the jail of racism, but racist white people also have been trapped in their prejudiced opinions and thinking habits. The other theme that I decided to focus on was fear to acceptance. After Absalom gets sentenced, he is initially afraid of his impending death. As time goes on, however, readers can see his courage strengthen and watch him bravely accept his fate. Absalom eventually faces his death much more courageously than most people can even try to muster. Opinion? In my opinion, I found the book a bit of a boring read. I enjoyed the storyline, plot, and underlying themes and symbolism, but it was tedious to read. I didn't connect with many of the characters in the way that Alan Paton probably intended. The dialogue confused me constantly to the point where I had to read it 4 or 5 times before I truly understood what was going on. I often found myself entering the 4-page zone, or skimming the sections I found dull. I loved the storyline, plot, underlying themes, and symbolism, and the story itself was deep and meaningful to me, but reading it was laborious and somewhat forced. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye!